woman doesn't dream of the once-in-a-lifetime chance to be admired at a grand ball? But is it worth it at the unexpected price? The Necklace by Guy de Maupassant. She was one of those pretty and charming girls, born as if by an error into a family of clerks. She had no means of becoming loved by a man of wealth, so she let herself be married to a minor official at the Ministry of Education. She dressed plainly because she had never been able to afford anything better. She suffered endlessly, feeling she was entitled to all the delicacies and luxuries of life. She had no dresses, no jewels, nothing. And these were the only things she loved. One evening, her husband came home, holding an invitation. "Look, here's something for you." "What do you want me to do with that?" I thought you'd be pleased. Everyone wants to go. It is very exclusive." "What do you expect me to wear?" "You can wear the dress you go to the theater in. It seems very nice to me." "What's the matter?" "Give your invitation to a friend whose wife has better clothes than I do." "How much would a suitable dress cost?" "I think I could do it with 400 francs. "Very well." The day of the party arrived. The day of the party drew near, yet Madame Loisel seemed sad. "What's the matter?" "I'm upset because I have no jewels." "You could wear flowers. They're very fashionable at this time of year." "No, there is nothing more humiliating than looking poor in the middle of a lot of rich women. Go and see your friend, Madame Forestier, and ask her to lend you some jewels." "Of course, I had not thought of that." The next day, she went to her friend's house and told her of her distress. Madame Forestier went to her wardrobe, took out a large box, and opened it. "Choose, my dear." She tried on a superb diamond necklace. "Would you lend me this?" "Yes, of course." She threw her arms around her friend's neck. The day of the party arrived. Madame Loisel was a success. All the men stared at her and tried to be introduced. She danced wildly, forgetting everything in the triumph of her beauty. She left at 4 o'clock in the morning and they found a cab. They were dropped off at their door and walked up the steps to their apartment. In front of the mirror, she uttered a cry. "What's the matter?" I no longer have Madame Forestier's necklace." "What? That's impossible. Are you sure you still had it on when you left?" "Yes, I touched it in the hall at the ministry. But if you had lost it in the street, we would have heard it fall." "It must be in the cab." "Yes. Did you take his number?" "No." "Didn't you take his number?" "No." "I'm going back over the whole route we walked to see if I can find it." He left. Without the strength to go to bed, she remained sitting on a chair until her husband returned at about 7 o'clock. He had found nothing. "You must write to your friend and tell her you've broken the clasp of her necklace. It will give us time to look some more." At the end of 1 week, they had lost all hope. They went looking for a necklace like the other one. In a shop, they found a string of diamonds, which seemed to be what they were looking for. They could have it for 36,000. Loisel only had 18,000. He would borrow the rest. Terrified by the anguish yet to come, he went to get the new necklace and laid down on the jeweler's counter 36,000 francs. Madame Loisel took the necklace back to Madame Forestier. "You should have returned it sooner. I might have needed it." From then on, Madame Loisel knew the life of the very poor, but she played her part heroically. She came to know the drudgery of housework. Her husband worked every evening, and at the end of 10 years, they had paid off everything. Mademoiselle had become hard and rough, but sometimes she sat down and thought of that evening at the ball when she had been so beautiful. One Sunday, as she was walking to refresh herself after the week's work, she saw Madame Forestier. Should she speak to her? Yes, of course, and now that she had paid, she would tell her all. Good morning, Jean. Madame, I don't know. You must be mistaken. No, I'm Mathilde Loisel. Mathilde, how you've changed. Yes, I have had some hard times since I last saw you, and all because of you. Me? How can that be? You remember the diamond necklace that you lent me to wear to the ministry party? Yes. Well, I lost it. What? You brought it back. I brought you back another exactly like it. It has taken us 10 years to pay for it, but at last it is over, and I am very glad. You say you bought a diamond necklace to replace mine? Yes. Oh, you didn't notice. Mine was an imitation. It was worth 500 francs, at most.